Hi there, this is Åsa with a new scrapbook process video. Today I'm working with crate paper. I will mix a couple of different collections, and I think it's mainly open book because I had most of those embellishments. And the photos I'll be working with are two of my kids, and they are having their first in life hotel breakfast when we were staying in Östersund this past summer. And I wanted to save that memory. My kids are, I shouldn't say they are like picky with their food, but they don't enjoy food as much as I do. So I don't think they thought this was as amazing as I thought. I love hotel breakfasts when you just go down and to the dining room, and you get to take the things that you want, and you don't need to prepare them yourself, like bacon and eggs and all those things. That's pretty messy to do at home, and it involves the frying and the smell and everything, and I'm pretty sensitive to that in the morning. But as a hotel breakfast, I think it's just wonderful and a great start to a busy day as a tourist. And we were having a really nice day that day, and we had big plans, so it was important for us to be on a full stomach. So now I'm going to layer like crazy. So I'm just bringing out everything that's a bit pink in the embellishing packs there, and I will make an L shape with all these kinds of different pieces, just to get a fun layout going on. So this is all about me having fun creating. We are starting to get closer and closer to Christmas, and after last Christmas I didn't scrap any Christmas photos at all, and that's because I was pretty much sick and tired of everything Christmas when I had those developed, and now it's time to bring them forth. And I have gathered all my Christmas supplies in a box, and I don't know, when people that have a very large stash of things, they like to do kits and to scrap with only those things, and I don't like to have like restrictions on myself like that, but in this case I fitted everything that I had Christmas-wise in a box, so that will pretty much be my kit. And I thought that I would try and work it like a kit. So in a couple of videos from now I'm planning to make like a kit video, or like show my supplies, and then start digging into the Christmas photos from last year. What you see on the screen now was I changed the felt on my felt applicator or paint applicator from Ranger, and that was because the old one was getting a bit like the strings in the felt, they were coming off, and they were pretty much getting stuck in the fibers of the paper, so it didn't work anymore. But I had that one for a really long time. Now I just replaced it with another piece of felt, and I inked it up with some brown distress ink from an re-inker that I bought, I think second hand on our like Swedish eBay a couple of years back, and it's been I think I only used a couple of drops because it's so it's very economical. They cost a bit to buy, but they last forever, especially if you use them like I do, and I think that's a nice alternative to buying the small, like the eye-shaped eye pads for inking the edges of paper. I had a couple of those Ingrid Bolme, the teal ones from Prima, and I kept getting them to crumble. I don't think that I used them in the right way. Anyway, they crumbled and made a mess on my pages, so I stopped buying them. And before that I had those, the color box eye shaped boxes, and I realized that they were having a quality kind of drop, and the foam with the ink kept falling out of the actual handle there, so I stopped using those two. So this is my better version of inking edges with brown ink. I don't really care what kind of ink I'm applying to those felt applicators, because since I have a couple of different brown shades, I just take the ones that I get my hands on, and sometimes I even use the re-inker for the one of the ink pads that I have, one of a fluid chalk, the chestnut roan it's called, and I think that works perfectly. I'm not paying a lot of attention to the shade. It's a brown kind of ink. Now I'm just piecing these small things together, and I try to make a lot of interest around these photos. The photos don't have a lot of information. It's just two kids having breakfast, not nothing special really, but I wanted to give the page an interesting look anyway, even though the photos aren't super special. My kids are cute. They are cute in any photos, so I wanted to get them in the album. And hotel breakfast is kind of a big deal, at least to me, who's a food lover. So a couple of flowers and a couple of tags and some it's a map there for traveling. We were on the road, and yeah, just a bunch of fun things that I had. I'm also using pieces that I had left from 12 by 12 pages and from 6 by 6 paper pad papers, and I'm having a nice time just playing with the papers. As for Christmas, I bought in summer, I came across a really nice sale where I bought a couple of paper pads and stickers and ephemera packs, or like die cut packs, and I have just placed them in a container for this occasion. Now in November, kind of December, I'm going to use it. And when I went through all the stuff the other day, I was really thrilled to see all those things, because I haven't been playing at all with them. They are just saved for this time, and it feels really good. I perhaps told you that I'm feeling the urge to go shopping for scrapbooking supplies, and I'm on a spending freeze, so I won't do that, but this will pretty much be like having new supplies. And I'm starting to look forward to start with the Christmas layouts. I know that a lot of people are preparing for December daily projects, and that's not something that I'll be doing. First of all, it's a huge turn off for me to commit to that kind of project. It would feel like an obligation or something that I had to do, and I can't create under those conditions. I become really stubborn, and perhaps that would draw me into not creating at all. So I would never start a project like that. But I will take lots of photos so that I can play with them next year, and I think that I will try and perhaps do some journaling ahead of time, so that I just can bring that out next year when I'm scrapping the photos. And hopefully during the sales after Christmas and during spring, I'll be able to get my hands on some really nice Christmas supplies that's been released now. I have had my eyes on, for example, the Yuletide collection, and I think it's the I don't remember, but there are a few really nice collections that I've been eyeing, and but I try not to focus that much on products anymore, because when I create, I kind of I'm gravitating towards more and more mixed media, and then the colors and the textures are more important than the actual huge papers and the stuff that come in the collections. But I have a few of those on my wish list. Now I'm starting to commit to this page, and as usual I have been creating my block of photos and embellishments without sticking it to the page. I have realized that this is the best way for me to create, and it works because I can tuck new things under when I'm going, so I don't need to lift it off the background because it's never adhered to background, and it fits my creative process. So now I'm using some like alpha tiles or alpha stickers to spell out hotel breakfast, and then I think that I will also add to that title card, my heart is full, and I will add my it will spell my heart and tummy is full, and I thought that was a bit fun. Now I'm just adding some random cutouts, and I think that I got them all from the Silhouette design store, and it's symbols of food, so it's the utensils and like a cup and the word eat, and I keep them in white so that they were not that obvious on the page. They kind of blend into the background, but I thought that was really nice in this case, and I even got some white on white there, and that's perfect for these kind of corner treatments, and when the layout is surrounded by white and the photo block is kind of blending into the background. I thought that was really nice, and I got that effect on all the corners of this photo block with the white eat, the white spoon and fork, and the utensils and the cup on the right lower corner. Now I'm using mini glue dots to adhere some homemade perler bead dots, and that's working really good for me, and I think that I'll have to buy an extra roll of that when I go off my spending freeze, so I will place that on my wish list or my to buy list. I have one of those going. It's actually full, and I might need to attach another paper to that wish list. I'm writing the date on that leaf there, and I'm pretty pleased with this page. It's not my style, it's someone else's style, but it's my photos and it's pretty, so I'm very happy about it. Here are some photos of the finished page and some close-ups of the different clusters and the different embellishments going on. I hope that you have enjoyed this process video. It was fun making this layout, and I'm happy to have these photos in my album. Hope to see you soon here on my channel. Take care. This is Åsa. Bye.